Brothers and sisters, my name's the Honourable Reverend DJ Bonekid, straight out of London, UK, and I'm here to tell you about the Everyday Life podcast with my RegB CEO and my Dusse Dom, and we are talking about regular, everyday life shit. You know what I mean? Lock in, lock on, Everyday Life podcast. DJ Bonekid, the bearded beat boss. I said it. Rah, rah, rah. Again, we are back, episode 12 of the Everyday Life podcast. I'm your host, RegB, along with Dusse Dom. Yeah. We have a special show today. A little bit of sophistication.
Mixed with that ratchet. That's my line.
No, that's mine's now.
No, this is my line.
I'm the captain.
You see, ever since I let you open up the show, you've been acting real fucking funny.
I'm the captain.
This is why you see.
What you told me the other day?
This is why you Brooklyn. Oh yeah, this is why you in charge and I'm not.
Exactly.
That's what I said. But no, you in charge because you do the legwork.
A lot of it.
I'm just here to talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're the caboose to the train, and I respect you for that.
Okay.
But don't say my line again. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's try this again.
We're gonna do it.
Take number 2. Yeah.
You don't even do it right.
I don't care. It's a Brooklyn year. All right. It's not a Harlem thing.
You go with this Brooklyn shit.
All right.
You go with this Brooklyn.
Let's get it straight. All right. Now, without further ado, we have 2 lovely ladies in here. First, we got the sophistication, Ms. Guildia Lopez.
Oh, you said it right.
Yes, I did.
You better say it right. Shit, you about to get cursed the fuck out.
You would have to be like,
yeah.
3.
Founder, curator of Brothers Briefcases. And then from the ratchet.
The ratchet we got, yeah.
Wow,
the ratchet.
That is rude.
Ratchet. Yeah.
It is disrespectful.
You brought a light-skinned woman in here for a reason.
I gotta be labeled ratchet though.
It's the reason why it's a light-skinned joint here tonight.
I mean, just precursor. I seen how you and Dusse was interacting. You said Dusse.
But that doesn't make me ratchet.
Well, I mean, it's for the show. It's for entertainment purposes. That's all.
Just roll with it, please.
Fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, we have Ms.Q.
So, how's everybody doing today?
Good.
What's going on, man? I'm feeling strong, man. I hit the gym today, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
So, what you did?
Yeah, everything. I didn't do a full body workout. I did arms, chest, and shoulders.
Okay.
And then tomorrow will be back, legs, cardio, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do one, you know what I'm saying? So everybody that think you're supposed to do one part of your body per day, it's not how you work out, bro. Work out your whole body.
Okay. When
last time you been in the gym?
Today, you could say. I did a 5K walk run.
Nice.
Did you walk or did you run?
I did a little bit of both. It was a family.
How long did you run?
I would say not too long, because I had my nephew with me.
Don't blame it on him, nigga.
No,
Don't blame it on him, nigga.
I had a backpack full of waters and shit.
Oh, you was a designated uncle?
And I was with the family, so my brother, his family, my mom, pops, and sisters, so on and so forth.
Papa Doc came out. That's my man. I fuck with him.
And they had the twins with them. One of them was real cranky. I don't know, but
yeah, women.
Yeah. So they we did it. What was it? The 5K, which is 3.1 miles. So we did that, and then that was the rest of the day. And that was it. What about you, Miss Lopez?
I relaxed today. Waiting for the email that was never sent.
All right.
Shots fired.
Just don't report us to Bad Business Bureau. It won't happen again, I promise. It will not happen again.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us. You can get in contact with me.
But in all fairness, you read the email too. Why didn't you say it bounced back?
It did. This shit said unable to get mail or some shit. It said.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Because I thought it wasn't meant for me. So that's why I didn't pay attention to it. I thought you just CC'd me because I read the attachment, but like the actual mail was like you can't read it.
I can't.
It's 2 people in the email.
I cannot.
We out here fucking up. You gonna get
Oh,
canceled. You gonna get canceled. We ain't gonna never get no guests away. We going.
Oh man.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
every day is a we just strive to do better.
Quan, what you did today? So I was gonna pick me up.
Work. I also did some studying for my new job. So.
And what you studying in school again?
Media and communications.
Oh, we might put you down the team. We need somebody of your caliber on the podcast team.
Oh, nice.
She said she got a new job. Where's your
cash money at?
Was
Where
what?
your cha-ching, cha-ching?
Don't do that.
Oh, no.
I'm live for the people.
Well, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, I'm live for the
worry
people.
about
You
that.
want me to get off live and press the button? 'Cause I can do
Go
that.
ahead, man. Listen,
Nah.
don't do that. Alright, y'all.
Oh, wait. I got Uncle Earl on my live talking about we ain't tell him. Nigga, you a friend of the show.
Listen.
You know when we record. I hate niggas like that.
Listen, friends of the show, y'all know what it is. Pull up. Let us
Shout
know.
out to Uncle Earl. Shout out to sponsor Mike. But Uncle Earl, come on, you tweaking right now, man.
Yeah, very much so.
So
So,
we want probably too.
real quick, I just started back watching Snowfall.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I kind of succumbed to the social media pressure of everyone putting it on their timeline.
Yeah.
So I went back to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Went back to it. Oh, you
Yeah.
a lawyer.
no, I was watching too many drug shows. I can't watch 4 or 5 drug shows at the same time.
Why not?
It fucks my mind up.
Start thinking you out here some streets, right? Yeah, that's the kind of mentality you want to have.
Check the problem. I was watching Ozark, so I was
Yeah.
learning how to wash money.
Right.
I was watching Narcos, so I was learning how to grow the drugs, package the drugs, right? Then I was watching Power, so I was learning how to also
Clean it and stuff.
clean it, sell it,
And get out the game.
and get out the game.
Clean the money.
Right.
Open up a business
Right.
with the money.
Right. And at the same time, be a man of the peoples. And then you bring around fucking Snowfall. That shows you that the government
It was
actually
Yeah.
bought the drug. That's a lot going on.
See, season 4 is going to start in the Reagan era. Well,
Well,
with the Just Say No and the gangster rap and all that shit. What?
okay. But it was too much at the time, so I had to take a step back. Right now,
What are you watching on TV? Those older shows that you're watching on TV? Do you watch like shows? Because I watch like shows. Fuck Netflix. I'm talking about like the TV shows.
Like what?
Like TV starts next week. I got something for every day.
Yes.
Like I have Good Doctor and 911 on
Yeah.
Mondays. I have New
The
Amsterdam.
wrestling.
I have New Amsterdam and FBI on Tuesdays. Don't shit come on Wednesday. Wednesday is usually basketball.
Basketball.
Thursday is the best night on TV to me. It's Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And I got Station 19. And I got 40 people. And just Friday is just when you just come outside.
Okay.
Well, Friday and Saturday is usually, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday is basketball and football.
Yeah.
But yeah, my week is pretty much just planned out. I'm not coming outside. Don't call
For me, I find myself watching a lot of crime drama. In fact, I watch everything from Law and Order, Chicago PD, Chicago Fire.
My mother's a Chicago Med, all that shit fan. My mom's just a big
I
fan
watch
of
that.
I couldn't get into it.
I get into Arrow.
Oh, I forgot about the Flash on Tuesdays also.
Right. Arrow, Flash,
And Black Lightning.
all that comic stuff I watch.
Mhm.
Then I mix it in with some other stuff. And what else I watch? Basketball. A lot of Sports Center in the morning time.
Yeah, Sports Center, of course.
Regular shit, but I
watch
don't
Sports
do,
Center
I
all
don't,
the
I
time.
don't do the ratchet shit. Like,
You don't, what?
Yeah.
You gotta balance it out with the, why
I don't
why
do
nobody's
ratchet
ratchet
stuff
TV
no,
fans? Like,
because
It's different.
I'm watching someone
it ain't
else.
great TV, but it's okay.
I'm gonna tell you from my standpoint. Me being someone that's goal driven and trying to be an entrepreneur, get my business off the
Not
ground.
trying, doing it.
Right.
Yes.
I'm not
Agreed.
So
watching
you too
someone
good
else.
to watch ratchet
No,
TV.
no, it's not too good. But what am I getting from this?
Nothing.
Because first of all, I'm
The drama.
actually watching someone else, right, manipulate the system. Meaning they're creating artificial drama to sell airtime.
Whatever it is that
Right.
they're trying to do.
So that message right there is not real. The beefs that they create are messy. I have enough messy real friends. Shout out to Messy Mike. Shout out to the Mexicans. So I don't need to watch someone
out to the
else
Ratchet
on,
Cartel.
live on TV do it. When I hang out with my friends, I can see how they mix and mingle already. You know what I'm saying? I need to find something I can benefit from. And if I can't benefit from it, then it doesn't put me in a creative mindset. Like I sat down over there and I thought about it. I was like, yo, what if we took this podcast and we did it on a twist of a reality platform where after the show you do your little takes and talk about how you felt about this comment, that comment with the guests. Like how they do it, how they have their confessionals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different twist that I don't think anyone does on this kind of platform, which
Right.
would be great.
Right.
But once again, that's just something that's bubbling in my mind. You know, so I guess I'm putting it out in the atmosphere.
You should
So
do
hopefully
it.
it comes back.
But
We gonna do it.
Energy.
Yeah. What about you, ladies?
I don't watch ratchet TV at all.
Okay.
I do watch 911 and Amsterdam, all the Chicago's Fire, PD, MD. Station 19, but no Ratchet TV.
No ratchet TV.
Yeah, me neither. And I really haven't in the past, I want to say year and a half, I've had time to watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
So with changing positions, I think I may have a little bit more time.
I make it a self-care day.
Right.
Like, I don't watch it when it's happening, but I'm like, all right.
Yes,
It's
I love a
Friday
binge
night
watch.
to do.
If I could binge,
Yeah.
You'll go on Hulu and just you watch what you miss, huh?
Yeah.
And
It's never that day because my days are busy.
Yeah.
I think when you're in the media, like I study media, she's in media, you're also studying media, you look at things differently.
Right.
And you look at the hidden message that some of these shows have.
Mhm.
And because of how deep-rooted the ratchet TV is, you hear a lot of women and men have distorted values and twisted viewpoints on how they handle relationships, how they handle money, how they handle...
Yeah, we know they're clowns. We know that.
No.
They
See,
got-
that's the problem there.
Yeah.
You, as a person that knows thyself,
Mhm.
you know that
Mhm.
it's just entertainment.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of people out there that see it for face value and then try to go beyond that and
Yeah.
say, this is what I'm going to do to get on TV. If I
Yeah.
act the ass, this is how I'm going to get.
Right.
Because
If
that's
I
what the
do
bag
this,
is.
this
And
is how I'm
everybody's
gonna
doing
get
what they got to do to get to the bag. It's sad, but it's true.
But we had a conversation the other day when you said to me, would I wear a dress to on the last podcast?
I said a dress?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. You said, because we was talking about the whole Megan and Fab.
You talking about when you lost the debate about driving the boat.
Listen, to be continued on that.
Whatever
But
you
what
say.
I'm saying is, you asked me if I would wear a dress if they offer me the bag. That is no different than someone acting the ass for
Mhm.
the bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
But you made it very clear that for the podcast, for the brand, you by any means necessary, you do what you got to do.
No. I said I would let Megan drive the boat on my show. I'm not going outside on my leisure to drive my fucking boat. It's a big difference.
What's
You wear a
that?
dress on the podcast?
No, I keep telling you no. Like, why are you trying to keep emasculating me?
If he's
I'm not
Christian.
telling you, man. No. You fucking let her pour.
Dusse Dom, remember?
Listen, you let her pour fucking
Hold
liquor
on,
in your
time
mouth.
out.
Driving the boat.
Alright, yeah, driving the, but it's the one that's, the whole thing. It's the one that's pouring the liquor is driving the boat. The
No.
one that's receiving the
The
liquor.
one that's receiving the liquor is driving the boat. You keep getting it twisted.
Pardon me.
So, okay, somebody pouring liquor in your mouth.
Right.
Not the pourer, the pouree. That's
But
the
they've been
person.
doing that for years, so it's a new thing.
It's a new social thing.
It's being glorified at
yeah,
it's in this
That's
particular
exactly
life.
why I don't even be it.
Right. So
Too much power, I can't.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's enough to spark your interest and then also not spark your interest.
Right.
I'm not interested.
There you go.
I'm just not.
But everything ain't for everybody. So
Yeah, right. Everything ain't for
that's
everything ain't for
definitely,
everybody.
something that you can always move on from. Anything local that you want to talk about or national?
National?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, there was this one thing that grinded my gears. I do get serious every now and then. You can get some serious shit out of me. So apparently, right? You know, BET. Yeah, I know, right? BET had an issue with Well, no, excuse me. BET didn't have an issue. The LB. I gotta say this right. I always be fucking.
LGBTQ.
Yeah. I be LBD. Yeah, I just be fucking the letters up. Shout out to y'all though. But the say it again.
LGBTQ
Community had a problem with BT's Black Girls Rock. Now, Black Girls Rock is a show. Black Girls Rock is a show basically that I guess acknowledges the black woman's accolades and accomplishments throughout
Right.
throughout society. And the transgenders was like they was heated.
Wow.
Because they figured, being that they identify as women, they had a problem with not being invited to the show, not being invited, not being recognized, just not being on that type of platform because they identify as women, whether you're black, white, whatever. But they identify as women. See, my thing is, I understand that you identify as a woman. I get that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I respect it. But you, at the end of the day, you gotta realize you're not women. This is my
You
personal
weren't
opinion.
born a woman,
Yeah.
and they
You are-
had
that's
the
why I said
same
identify.
struggles. You
Yeah.
had struggles, but
Right.
they didn't have the same struggles as what Black Girls Rock is similar.
Yeah, so yeah, basically. I think people drive themselves crazy if they know exactly why Black Girls Rock started.
Mhm.
It's not it's not like the trans women are not being recognized because they are
Mm.
in different platforms.
Right.
Just
Right.
not Black Girls Rock because the reason why it started, Black Girls Rock, like you said,
Right.
for the struggles that you go through as a black
Absolutely.
woman. It's just that simple.
Just that simple. And I don't know what they don't get. And they went on to say like, oh well, how many trans women have been killed now? 18.
Right.
18 of us
But
has been killed,
that's-
and y'all don't shed no light on that. And they
But
just
the,
go ahead, speak on it. Just speak
No,
on
The
it.
platforms for y'all.
because Black Girls Rock, if they actually watched the show for the past 4 years now,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been going on a couple years.
it's not like they're like, oh my God, we're gonna highlight the black women who were killed, you know,
Right.
whether they're transgender or not. That's not the point of the show.
Right.
The point of the show is to basically uplift and encourage
Yeah.
and motivate black women.
Right, black women.
That's it.
And
I mean, BT itself covers, you know, the LGBTQ community, whomever transgender women have been killed, but that's not what Black Girls Rock is about.
I think-
and the point of the matter is, you're not a woman.
I think,
Go ahead,
but no, you can't
You
really
were-
say
you
that because
wasn't
a lot of
born
them
in-
do have their operations
Yeah,
and they
they
go
come-
through the
and you
hormone
wouldn't
therapy
notice
and all
it.
of that.
Mhm.
I think what happens is they want, I don't even want to say they in a negative way, but they want to be included in a way that you can't necessarily fit into this particular group for this particular reason.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like the show Pose. I actually did a paper on that show.
It's really
And,
good.
you know, it was an excellent show. It was done the right way. But then, you know, you have to kind of go through the motions in order to be recognized and have those accolades and stuff like that. Because what happens is when black women go through their struggles or black men go through their struggles, it's so hard to then compete against the white male or the white
Right.
female. So it's like everybody doesn't have to like feel like, oh well, why are you celebrating this person but you're not celebrating me?
Yeah.
And that's essentially what it is.
I mean, you could even use the show Pose, right? Almost everybody in that show, every character in that show have been highlighted in a
Right.
way in different platforms, right? They've gotten a whole bunch of endorsements. They've been highlighted differently. It's like us as black women saying, well, I've been doing this type of work and no one is going to give me, you know, an endorsement with Valentino. You know, like,
Right.
everything is not for everybody.
It's not, and it's sad that like people. I don't understand how they don't realize that. Now, I would throw them a bone in this regard. I'll bring them on stage in 5 minutes and acknowledge their courage to want to come out and be true to themselves or something like that.
But at the
But
same
bring
time,
like
doing
5,
that, you're
6 of them
feeding
out.
into what it is that they want you to do.
Right.
Well, and even if she wanted to do that, right, the founder of Black Girls Rock, like, I see her bringing, like, the director of Pose.
Yeah.
Just because she's been doing so much work.
Right.
You know, she started transitioning when she was like 10. So
Right.
she's actually lived this life for such a long time. She's in her 40s. I'll see her bringing
Right.
somebody like that, but again, there's a time and a place for everything,
Right.
and not everything is for everyone.
What's the sense of inclusion? Like, if you're building a brand, and how long has
Black Girls
Black
I think it's been
Girls-
like 4 or 5
Yeah, it's only
years.
been a couple years. It's brand new.
A
It's new.
brand.
And it takes a lot to do a show. Like,
Yes.
it takes a lot to do an award show. So, you know, I could sit here and be like, I want to highlight 5 people.
Right.
But I'm talking about it from January 2019 to do it in September,
Right.
you know what I mean, 2020. Like, it takes a lot to do a show.
Why do we have to marginalize things? Because it's not fair. Like, we know, if you do back your research, whatever like that, the black woman is the least, is at the bottom of the totem pole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Although we the bomb down.
Right.
So,
The creme de la creme, yes, y'all
Yeah,
are.
but I told
Yes.
you today in the car.
the problem,
Yeah, sure did.
I don't have a problem with it. You got to think about this. People are trying to get out the mud. They're trying to form something, create something, build something, so they can have something to look at in terms of self-love, right? And everything that you're trying to build, why do you publicly have to go to somebody, another outlet, and say why you're not including us?
Because people are attention seeking.
And I
And
have a
at the
problem
end of
with
the
that.
day, when you can't bring positivity to something that is bigger than you and you want to seek attention, you're taking away from the whole point of what Beverly Bond was doing with Black Girls Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, who's to say next year she wasn't going to highlight, you know, because these are things that's planned years in advance.
It's always a theme, right? Like this year was like Ciara and Angela Bassett, and like it's not no one in the political world, you know, like human rights or whatever the case might be. So,
And,
oh man,
And they already that community already feel they're being left out anyway.
but
to be honest,
They
like,
always got a problem with something.
I don't understand why, because I think that they've come a long way.
Yes.
And they have a space, you know what I mean, to call their own,
Right.
and to be, like I said, to be able to create something like Pose, and have like endorsements, and you know, there's a lot of trans women that you don't even think twice whether or not they were born men,
Right.
you know, because they've come
Yeah.
a long way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, I think that everybody wants to be included in everything, and everything is not for everybody.
Right.
we when Black young males and women are being abused by authority figures,
Mhm.
where are
That's what I was thinking the same thing.
where is that community?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we take the most in terms of abuse and exploitation and
Disrespect.
oppression from everyone. If you want to be down with us and share the same platform with us when we are celebrating ourselves, then you need to be in the struggle with us.
Right.
Don't come around now
Yeah.
when
When
you
you
are
feel like you're being
right.
left out.
I have nothing against people's preferences, have nothing against what you identify with.
Right.
But you gotta identify wholeheartedly.
Right.
You just can't go in there and say, now, okay, you're getting a little light, this is your platform, now I wanna be part
Or
of
what
this.
about us?
Right.
Right.
It's not about, that's the problem with people. It's not a what about us. It's how can we all help each other.
Right.
And it's the correlation between that and because the LGBTQ community is so powerful.
Yeah, we're gonna keep fucking it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're gonna keep fucking it up.
No disrespect.
Because
Yeah, but we definitely don't need respect. Like I said, shout out to them.
No
They come a long way. They got their own
I said it
money.
wrong again?
It's okay.
But they gotta, come together, go behind the scenes, and integrate yourself, assimilate yourself within the program, because what you're doing is still creating a divide. We're trying to bring everybody up together. Black Girl Rock. It's not this girl, that it's Black girls.
But my thing is, even if it was just that, right? So it's like saying, oh my God, there was only 10 men in Black Girls Rock Award, and it's called Black Girl Rock for a reason.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just some things is just specifically for that.
It's just a lot.
That's sad.
So hopefully, it gets worked out. I hope for the best, and I'm very optimistic that it does get worked out.
I mean, we all Black. Let's start with that.
Right.
So whether you have like a sub from there, it doesn't matter. Like, Black is what unite us.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm saying they got their own month, man. It is longer than Black History Month too.
I cannot.
This shit is longer than Black History Month. They got a festival and a parade.
I think I like this new you.
Yeah, I just don't. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get a lot of compliments about,
I appreciate you. I appreciate this.
You appreciate this?
Yes.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, but
It's
it's.
different.
It's the new Damo, y'all.
I see.
He was quiet before.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
He
quiet. I was quiet. I was quiet. I was
Very
reserved.
passive, very quiet, very just.
Oh, what
not
happened?
this person.
What happened?
I grew up.
So
That's pretty
growing
much
up
it.
made you
Life.
tough?
Yeah, it did. It made me in the environment I grew up in. Yes, it made me tough.
Yes.
I learned everything about survival
Yes.
on that block. You know what I'm saying? On the block.
Shout
I
out
come
to
from.
33.
Shout out to 33 Broadway, man. All my niggas.
33 Broadway, I heard you.
You heard you, yeah, man.
So
You was shouting that Brooklyn shit out. 33, nigga. The fucking building, nigga.
It's,
What the fuck was you talking about?
it's our show, sir. You want to shout Harlem out all
No, we're
day?
united. We definitely united, yeah.
But you're not by
Because
yourself.
I be seeing you bopping the Cam. Nah, cause
No,
when
listen.
Cam come on, he be doing his little shoulder. Yeah, when that diplomat anthem come on, he fuck with Harlem. But he wanna go Brooklyn, don't take no hat. Brooklyn next. Fuck out of here, nigga. You fuck
I don't know.
Harlem, nigga.
Listen,
He gonna be on 2/5 next. Let him know where the pop-up shop gonna be next week. 2/5 right in front of the Apollo, baby.
Yeah.
We out there selling merch.
You're not by yourself this week. You good?
No, it's a whole Bronx house. She's from Uptown too.
Nice.
Harlem, Uptown. Y'all out here?
Yeah, we out here.
All day.
Yeah. I have no problem with you.
We stay in the Bronx anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Reg, what else is on the set, my nigga?
All right. I think we need to highlight what this young lady is doing and what she's bringing to the table in terms of being creative, being a go-getter, and just, creating a platform where people can come together and network without having to feel, any kind of, obligation to put on a show or put on a front. I'm talking about Ms. Guildia Lopez.
Yes.
She is the founder, creator of Brothers Briefcases. For those of you that don't know, I'm going to let her get the mic and take it away.
So let me correct them. It's Brothers Briefcases. So we're gonna start with that.
Tell him, girl, he don't know how to pronounce his
because he
S's.
acts like he don't go to college.
He don't know how to pronounce his
Brothers
S's.
How are we gonna have brothers in one briefcase? Brothers and Briefcases. Oh my Lord.
He laughing because he know you right. He laughing because that's the I fucked up laugh. That's what niggas do. I fucked up. That's what we do. That's our laugh.
So Brothers Briefcases is a professional initiative for ambitious men of color, right? So just to summarize it, we curate panels where we discuss different things that go on in the black man lives, and we touch on really, really deep stuff like mental health and black families, black love, financial literacy, just basically creating a safe space for men to be vulnerable and for men to be themselves and just speak on what goes on in their everyday lives.
That's dope.
Thank you.
What made you come up with that idea?
Oh, I knew you was gonna ask that. So Brothers Briefcases is about 2 years old. I birthed my baby in 2017. Just based on all the things that was happening in our community, like we all knew that black men were being killed by cops as we were growing up, right? We all from the hood. But I think that in 2015, 16, it was very visual. And then what happened with me is because it wasn't my experience, like my brothers are entrepreneurs, my dad, is a great man. I have really good friends. Because it wasn't my experience, I started catching anxiety, right? Because it's not like the men who were being killed were like, gangbangers or, like in the hood, they were being killed in their car or, trying to make a living. So I started catching anxiety and caught myself like calling on my friends and calling my brothers and like, really like being affected by what was going on. So one day, like 3 o'clock in the morning, I was talking to my friend. I'm like, I really want to be able to have a voice and create a safe space for black and brown men and show people what my experience is, because how they're highlighting these men it's not my experience. And she was like, so what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. But, I think it's going to be a panel or a conference or whatever the case might be. Like, I have enough friends to make one panel happen and see how it grows. And then the name came to me in a dream. Like Brothers Briefcases came to me in a dream, and I was like, all right, so I'm just gonna push forward with it. And I just called my friends. Like the first panel was literally like 5 of my friends and like 2 people I met randomly, and I told them what it was about. No Instagram, no Facebook. It was literally like, this is what I want to do. This is where I see it going in 5 years. I ain't got no money to pay y'all, but y'all coming? So the first one was very, very, very good. And you'd be surprised, like they said men are not vulnerable, they don't talk about their emotions, they don't talk about mental health, they don't talk about being hurt, they don't talk about the experiences that they have as black men in corporate America, but they do, and that's what Brothers Briefcases have created, just that safe space for them to be themselves, without, because I always tell people like, black men yearn for brotherhood, they just don't know how to go about it. They just don't know how to say it. So that's what happens at these events. You come and everything it's intentional, from the food that is served, from the drinks that is served, from the person who's at the door. Like, everything is intentional because I want everybody in there to feel comfortable enough, you know, because we talk about real stuff, like real stuff, to the point that even when I do a reel about the event, I'm careful because, you know, we've had people who cry, we have people who talked about, you know, how last year they almost tried to commit suicide, like, so it's very sensitive, yet, like, you know, breathtaking to see men, you know, that vulnerable.
Yeah, yeah, right. Vulnerable. Yeah, no, for real, because vulnerability, like, men at an early age, we're taught to, like, suck, you know what I'm saying, suck that shit up, man up. We're not vulnerable. We don't show emotion. You know what I'm saying? And now we're getting, it's like a double-edged sword because it's like we're bred to hide our feelings and man up and suck it up and, you know what I'm saying, take it like a man, whatever the case may be. Now that we're showing our feelings, where, you know what I'm saying, we get labeled emotional or, you know.
Really pay attention to the rate of suicide. Young black men are killing themselves a lot, and it's because of that. Like,
they have nobody to talk to,
and because people keep calling them sissies.
Right.
So, you know, I don't have any children, but I have nephews who are in between 26 and 12, and I even tell my 12-year-old nephew, like, I need you to be able to articulate your feelings at all times. Like, if you need to cry, if you need to scream, because the worst thing that has been done to us as a community is not teach us how to basically be, like, emotionally mature, right? So people, when you're trying to articulate your feelings, it's like, you're angry and why are you screaming? It's like, I'm trying to tell you what
big
I'm
man.
feeling. Like,
you big man right now.
But if
look at you.
Yeah, but if we learn how to basically be, like, emotionally mature, then you don't have the, you know, the right or whatever, the niche to want to call somebody a sissy because he's telling you how he feels.
But then it also manifests in your relationships with other people. It manifests in your relationships with your spouse or your friends and your workplace and, you know, kids. And so it's just like, you know, for a lot of people, communication is a big thing.
But Quan, you down with the man? You down with the man bashing? How many niggas you call?
Oh wow! We're not gonna do that. As we're talking about brothers.
No, like,
sir.
For me, like, I would never just be on some, oh, you a bitch. But for me, it's just like, yo, I'm somebody in my relationship, even now, like, I need you to talk to me. Like, I'm an over communicator and he's an under communicator. So
how do you bridge that gap?
She calling niggas faggots.
First of all, that's a lie. It's difficult. I think, and I was talking to Dom about it on the way down here, that, you know, I find that what happens is, especially in relationships, like, people base whatever they went through in their past relationship and it manifests in a new one.
But so it goes back to, like, emotionally being mature, right? And knowing, like, all right, what happened in my last relationship doesn't have anything to do with this person. If I feel like it has something to do with this person, that means that I haven't really set in my feelings, right? Or to basically digested my feelings and then unpack my feelings to be able to move to the next relationship.
But nobody really unpacks. It's like if the last person did it, you gonna do it too.
I disbelieve that. I don't think that no one really unpacks. People unpack. You might not unpack, but people unpack.
So why are guys out there paying for a lot of mistakes that they didn't even, like, you know what I'm saying? Guys pay for a lot of other men's mistakes.
Because just like women see red signs or red flags, men do too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, choose to ignore them. So at the end of the day, you're humans, right? So you're paying mistakes because if a female is insecure or she feels like, oh my God, I can't trust him because of whatever happened in her previous relationship, it is your choice to continue this journey with this young lady or leave it alone. It is your choice.
But like I said, we succumb to the things in society. Like, there are guys out there that really like women that are loose, like, you know, the hoes of the block, whatever you want.
Because they're insecure.
The man?
Because if you
but
are
they really
man,
liking them though.
But because they're insecure. Because if you are a man who have values and respect yourself, you're not gonna be on some like, all I want is hoes. All I want is just to get it popping. All I want
No, I'm just saying no. What I'm saying is this is a girl, she gets it popping with everybody, right? No, what I'm saying is there's a girl that gets it popping with everybody. But there's one guy that actually likes her. But he's afraid to wife her because he already knows niggas done split shit.
I mean,
But
it's
that-
a double-edged sword when you do that because
Yeah, it is.
one, he
But
may
what
know it
happens to
himself.
women, right, who do that? Like, men, it's rare to find men who are transparent about how many partners they have had, right? So, what happened to men? Like, you don't have mad girls, let's say, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happens to
Yeah,
that
man.
one girl who falls in love with you,
Right.
but society is telling her like he's a dog and he shouldn't be with you. She shouldn't be with you. Whatever the case.
Women
may
don't
be.
care. They go for this.
No, that we do
They
care.
y'all go for it.
We
But I'm
do
saying,
care.
but okay, right? But y'all are not really. Y'all don't nitpick as much as we do. Like we'll really be
We
like.
do. We just don't verbalize it the way y'all verbalize it. We basically.
Listen, but I know a lot of thought niggas that got wifed up. Women don't really be. I mean, I'm not gonna say women don't really be caring. I'm not gonna say that.
Right person.
And also age, right? Maturity. Like, I mean, things that we was doing in college, we're not gonna be doing in your 30s and your 40s. And if you are, then you have.
You gotta reevaluate yourself.
Of course.
So you can't get lit when you're 41? What's wrong with
Absolutely
that?
not. I feel like your 20s is for your mistakes, your 30s is for you to figure out your life, your 40s is for you to live.
Right. So I'm saying you can live and be a thought at the same time.
You know what I mean?
No. That's how. No. That's how life was expected to be based on. 20s, you figure
No,
shit out.
but-
30s, you supposed to be you have your foot in the door. 40s, you establish. It don't work that way for everybody.
It doesn't, but I feel like, okay, you said you had your.
I have my kids young.
Was young.
My son is gonna be 18 in January.
Okay.
And my daughter just turned 13.
Okay,
So
like my
now
sister.
for me, now it's about me.
Of course,
Whereas
but-
all of these years it's been about them.
But
you know?
your me at this age is not your me if you was in your 20s. It's just different.
This is my whole 20s.
Really?
Yo, people are getting there popping. Like
I mean, I'm not getting it popping.
you know what I mean. I'm talking about getting the popping as well.
for me,
That's
like,
life, traveling and shit like that.
To just give context, like I said, I had my son at 17. He's now 17. He is an entrepreneur. He has a t-shirt line. He has video streaming. Like, he's a great kid. Then I have my daughter. She's a great kid as well. She's a straight A student. She's on the honor roll. So now, like I said earlier, I'm back in school. This is something that I couldn't do then. I was married at the time, so now I'm divorced. So now it's about me. I'm not out. I'm not thotting. I'm not.
Yeah, but-
no, stop it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not. I have a boyfriend,
I'm out
like
here.
you know. But
I'm out
at the end of
here.
the show.
Holla at me.
But now, for me, and I would never have my age. I'm 35. Now it's about me and what I want, and me being happy, and me doing the things that I want to do, and going to school and actually finishing is now something that is important to me.
So what you're doing in your 30s is that, right? Just setting yourself up for your 40s.
Yeah, but I like to go
I'm
out
35 too. I get lit. I mean, I go to Disney World and Freaknik.
Oh,
I have a 10-year-old daughter that sees me doing. She sees the podcast. She don't see the podcast. No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Kids are very. I'm telling you, kids. Yo, I went to go pick her from summer camp one time.
No.
And, yo, let me tell you something.
That girl watch this podcast.
No, I know. No, this is but like she knows the name of it. I guess because she hears us on the phone talking
Okay.
business. She knows the name of it. I went to go pick up from summer camp one time, and I think the little kids were watching our podcast on the tablet.
Oh shit!
I said, "Yo, don't you ever listen to this shit again? What's wrong with you?" But she sees what I'm doing. She likes the media aspect. She wants to be a YouTuber.
Right.
So for Christmas, I'm going to get all the YouTube equipment, the light, the phone stand, everything for her to do her first. Because she's one of those that likes that watches the kids play the game on YouTube, and she wants to be one of those.
She has ambition.
Right, so I'm supporting that.
And you gotta feed that ambition.
Yeah, so Christmas I'm going to get the whole set. She sees what I'm doing. Now, I go out more time.
For me?
Yeah, G.
Oh, okay.
Brothers and briefcases.
Oh, no, check
I
that
don't have no college education.
Right. So,
Forgive him, he got his grills on tonight. He feeling himself.
right.
He's so Brooklyn.
Yeah. He gonna tell you. Hashtag Brooklyn don't take no L's.
yo, being a lady, creating a platform for men, have you ever experienced any kind of resistance from males or females that when you say, "Hi, my name is Guildia Lopez, I'm the founder and curator of Brothers Briefcases. Welcome."
So, in the past 2 years, only 2 incidents have happened. So my host is a male, and I do it on purpose, right? If you go on Instagram, you probably see like 2 of my pictures, but you know, people don't read.
Right.
They probably be like, oh, that's good. All right. The whole time when I'm advertising it, the whole flyers, all the guys on the panel, and my host, you can't find me nowhere. I do it that way because when he introduced me, it's like always a surprise to everybody. And then for women who come, it's like it makes sense, right? Because the event is curated by a woman, so you could just imagine the type of atmosphere it is.
It's more warming, per se.
Yes. Yeah. You know, it's like I said, everything is intentional from the person who's greeting you at the door. So we went to my host, or he's my friend. We went to this event, and I always wear Brothers Briefcases gear everywhere I go. And this guy recognized him, and you know he didn't know I was the person. So he's like, "Yo, what's up, brother?" Didn't even introduce himself. Didn't even look my way. Wow. It was like a good 2 minutes. Like, yeah, I want you to come. Blah, blah, blah. So my boy Andre, he was like, you know, Guildia Lopez is the woman behind Brothers Briefcases. He was like, what? Oh, I followed them. That's a good platform. Yo, I was like, okay, sir.
Tuck it, sir.
I was like, oh, now you want to speak? Because for a whole 2 minutes.
Because you're mad rude.
A whole 2 minutes. And he was like, no, I'm sorry. So that was the first incident. And then someone slid into my DM to tell me, who am I to create a platform for men when I'm a woman? Okay. And what do I know about men to create this? So, you know, I didn't respond because the reality is that, you know, my friends always laugh at me because they're like, yo, you the plug. Like, if people really want to come and learn men, find the man or whatever, they come to your events because you have gotten these men, and these are like successful men, right? And men who have walked in different lives. So it's not only like a man who's a lawyer, 9 to 5. It's a man who was in jail, did 10 years, came out. He's an entrepreneur. It's every man from different walks of life. Right. If men don't appreciate what I'm doing, it's on them. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with them and try to explain to them why this is what I'm doing. The reality is, I want black and brown men to be successful. Like, this is something that is in my soul. Like, I want them to be great. So although for some people it's like, oh, it's gonna benefit you, I don't think about that. I just think about how I see so much potential in our black men, and the reality is they are the core of our family, right? So we can't be like, we want black families, we want black fathers, and we always tearing them down, right? And before they are our husbands or our boyfriends, they are our children. So if I don't know how to communicate, right, a black or brown man, if I have a son, how can I communicate with him? Exactly. You know?
But you should have answered that DM. You should have educated them, because that's the type of ignorance that we need to... No, but that's the type of ignorance we need to... We need people to fucking grow up.
But then, okay, if she would have responded and they would have kept on going and attacking the purpose of what she was doing, then what?
No, all she got to do is just educate them. Listen, this is...
The things that they do and all the greatness that they do, but then we talk about some real stuff. And I don't want you to be up there and feeling uncomfortable when we start asking questions that are not surface, because I don't believe in asking questions that are surface.
Wow. Bro, if you gotta get a panel when we famous enough, we still small time. We'll get up there one day.
I'll give yourself more credit than that.
We'll get up there someday.
You have to give yourself credit, but you know, to be honest, like, even going back to what we were talking about Black Girls Rock, like, I already have all the panelists for 2020.
Yeah.
You know, be like, I have everybody for
We are not on it.
Just because
better luck next time, 2021.
No, it's the way you have to do it.
I think in all fairness, she has reached out to me in prior events.
You ain't take the deal with Rockefeller?
What's up
I wasn't in the right headspace.
Oh, you now?
The first one, yeah. When I was calling my friends to be on it.
I definitely wasn't in the right headspace.
He was more focused with a rich popular.
No.
He probably didn't see the vision too.
No. It's not. No, listen.
You didn't see?
No.
You saw the vision?
Once you're a friend of mine, you're a friend of mine. So whatever you do, I support you. It has nothing to do.
It's never been to any other panel.
Oh.
No.
Shots fired again.
No. Because when she do the panels, I'm out of town. That's why I'm
Shots
never
fired.
able to
Bang,
attend
bang.
the event.